3 and 2 and 1.
And we're back.
Welcome back, everybody. National Players Club, Garage Pod. Sitting here with Aaron, John, myself, Clint, and we're gonna jump right back into the mess. So
Yeah, because
we're a mess. Salute.
Salute. Hey,
To chaos.
Alaska.
And Alaska.
Here's Alaska.
We'll have to find out the drink of choice up there and just do it one time, just for them, if they're still watching.
So where we at now?
Road
Rash and
yeah, we're going to I want to say the most fucking irrelevant game of the week, but it really isn't.
No.
Because Road Rash, granted, Checkbook Mike needs to start his players. He needs to play spoiler.
Yes.
He needs to play aggressively.
Severely. Especially this week.
But the thing is, he hasn't made. Thing with Mike, it's not that he had made a bad draft because he got Michael Vick. I lost V-Jack in a poker game to him, so he got upgraded his wide receiver, especially when mine got taken out of the game.
I traded him for Dallas running back, who's now injured.
Felix
Jones, yes.
So he's actually coming back this week. Who's not going to get any play?
Nah,
That's another whole entity.
DeMarco Murray's way too good.
Yeah, they're not going to give him the ball. Sorry, Felix. You
kind of feel bad that I didn't take that
point.
DeMarco Murray trade 2 weeks ago with Brandon now. Because then he really, when he offered him for Andre Johnson.
They give him the, you can't take, he's hot-handed. You can't take the ball out of it. So Road Rash, I was looking at this earlier, and I looked at his lineup, and it looked like, and I was like, okay, well, let's see if Mike starts the lineup. Let's see if he starts his key players and so on and so forth. And it looked like he started all the players that were best for that lineup. And I looked at it, and the insane part about this was that Brandon Marshall from the Miami Dolphins, wide receiver, is arguably his best offensive weapon. And that's including his quarterback.
Yeah.
That's the messed up part. That's including his quarterback. He has Brandon Marshall is his best offensive weapon, who's ranked at 13 and change, 12 and change, which means everybody else underneath it. You're going against Annihilators at 5-5 in third place. No buys on either team, short of I think Christine has maybe one player, but it's irrelevant.
Yeah.
So basically, of all the buys, and there's a lot this week, neither one of them has it, but it doesn't really matter because it comes down to she's got Carson Palmer, who's hot in right now, and she's got Dwayne Bowe. Now, let's bring up Dwayne Bowe. You got Matt Castle, who's out for the season. How badly do you think that affects Dwayne Bowe?
I think it affects him. Who's actually quarterback for them?
Right now,
guy from the stands?
Essentially. That's pretty much what it comes down to.
Who is it?
Skelton?
Skelton?
No. It's Kessel's Tyler Planko.
Planko.
Like those
Plinko?
Like those chips you're
Yeah.
We're playing Planko. Anyways, long story short, nobody of any significance. But here's the thing. Kessel really wasn't lighting him up. And when Kessel was having bad days, it wasn't via Bowe. So I don't think that it hurts Bowe that much. But here's the thing. You also lost Jamal Charles way early in the season. You've got Jackie Battle that came in and took over for the two people everyone thought was going to do stuff with Dexter McAllister. And actually, I'm gonna put this out there as my freaky ripping sleeper pick of the week, because if you got a new quarterback going in, you got Battle is not doing what he did the first game he came in. He's gonna come in and play this week. Dexter McAllister can be that X factor for a new quarterback out of the backfield, because he basically plays a wide receiver / running back, and he can run out of the backfield and has the best hands or equal hands as any wide receiver that's out there. I expect him to be a super sleeper this week, and they're going against Monday night. I want to say Kansas City against my New England
boys.
Patriots
Yeah.
on Monday Night Football, so they've got nothing to lose. I mean, they've got
And they're going up
and their
against-
secondary is
That's arguably one of the worst
their
defenses
linebackers
out there.
They
stepped up
said
last.
it's the worst defense.
Oh, they are. They're hands down. Well, their secondary for sure. Their linebackers stepped up last week and did a really good job. But if you get this running back out of the backfield and get a mismatch, and like I said, he's got nothing to lose, so all he has to do is throw the ball. So
Dump it over.
yeah, I'm talking, and he's still a free agent. Nobody has him right now.
Yeah.
click, click, click. But anyways, yeah. That being said, Annihilators, Dwayne Bowe, I don't think it hurts you that much. I still think because they know he's the number one.
Yeah.
The quarterback that comes in knows he's the guy to throw to. He's the most skilled person on the field. That he's got some people to throw to out of the backfield. I think they go that route. Carson Palmer is on fire right now. I think he's got a good matchup this week. And like I said, against Mike, his biggest threat is Brandon Marshall, who's been falling short across the board. So I'm taking Annihilators, done and done. And actually, I take the upset. Not the upset, but I take them convincingly over your brother.
Mike, I love you. You're my bro. Man, you've always competed pretty well, but man, unfortunately, this year you've had some bad luck with the team, man.
Welcome to my boat.
So I'm going with the Annihilators too, bro.
Now here's the key thing: for me to make playoffs, the key thing for my decision, for me to make playoffs, I need Christine to not win one of the next three at all.
Yeah.
So
your game's going to come down to the Eagles because he's got V-Jack and
Vic.
Michael Vick, yeah.
So if that falls short and Michael Vick's got 2 broken ribs, if that doesn't and he can't get that
Look,
ball
if
down
Tony
field
Romo
with
can do
V-Jack,
it with one, dude, come on. Who are they playing?
are you guys like playing Angry Birds with friends?
No, I'm actually trying to see who the
Birds
Eagles.
with friends.
It was great. Oh, and the Eagles got the Giants this week. Great. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's not a good setup. It's not a good matchup.
chances are this is my
Yeah.
knockout week, and I hate calling this, but I'm gonna have to take Christine. I would like for Mike to pull some sneaky, underhanded, last-minute winning efforts. But
He's got his best lineup in there. I looked at it.
so
Um,
come on, Mike. I'm rooting
it
for
all
you.
comes. It all comes
Not
down to the
picking
Eagles. The Eagles fall apart. I think she's got him. Let's move on. We've got ELC in third place again at 7-3. That seems to be a popular number. For the East, yes, one.
For the East,
Against-
do we need the compass again?
The DK or North, excuse me. Yeah, I actually wrote it big letters N and S on top of the thing. You think I get that at this point? Against DK Comics, had a stellar draft. Has had some player issues. Had some learning curves as far as like picking players and starting them. But here's the thing: Devin's game this week all comes down to, and it has in the past, in the last couple of weeks, that of Baltimore's game because it's all about he's got
Flacco
Baltimore,
and
Flacco and Rice.
Yeah, he's
Against
leaned on him heavy.
Cincinnati has not been like your walkover defense. They've actually done relatively well.
Yeah.
Now, if AJ Green doesn't play, that gives the defense more time on field. And Baltimore and Kev has Baltimore's defense playing against Devin.
Yeah.
Kev's game all comes down to AP and Cam Newton. And
Thank God they didn't show up last week.
well, the
Number
thing is, you look down at his players. I mean, short of Cam Newton and AP, everybody else is
9
you know,
points.
yeah.
11,
I mean, it's
12 pushing.
not even that. I mean, it's less than that. I mean, they're all less than 10 points. So it's all about AP and Cam Newton. And Cam Newton is trending down. If AP doesn't put up one of those 40-point games,
Last week he only put up like 9. No, it was
So-
12. I think it was 12.
right, that's
points.
what I'm saying. He's trending down last 2 weeks. So if
Cam
AP
Newton
doesn't,
put up 18.
yeah, I'm taking the upset on
I want
DK Comics.
Yeah, DK can
I love you.
probably
You're my boy.
Come on, DK.
You need a win. All right, let's move down. You get yours?
Yeah, I'm taking DK.
Same here.
It's a walk.
In-house battle. Roy
All right, here it is.
This is for the pants of the family.
Oh, good Lord. I don't even want to address this one. I almost want to, how much time we got left? Can we squash this? East Coast Meat Puppets against the Naughty Gnomes. You've got the first place, 8-2 Naughty Gnomes, hands
Is
down,
there
after the
anything to
win,
ask?
after the Estrogen Fest last week, took out Bernie. I'm running, again, a 2 tight end set. Almost ran a 3 tight end set, just trying to fill holes because I've got 3 people on the bye. I lost...
Well, Houston, the
Yeah,
Saints,
well,
and the Steelers are all on the bye.
Yeah, in losing Houston, I lost Aaron Foster, who's putting up 30, 40 points a game.
Yeah.
Even Ben Tate on my bench that's putting up 100 points, whatever, 50 points a game, and 100
15,
yards and a touchdown or whatever.
Between the two of them, usually average.
I'm not expecting to
yards.
take this win, but I'm hoping to take this win, especially because of some squirrely-esque.
She beat you to the punch.
Yeah,
You gave her the punch, but she went ahead and
done. If she takes us out
The night before she took it in the face. The day after she took it in the face.
How much time do you have left?
about 5 minutes, 4 minutes.
5 minutes. All right, let's jump into it. Next week we've got the burn. Speaking of, there's our segue. House to house. You've got the burn playing against the Barflies.
Right.
Also, let's back up real fast. East Coast Meat Puppets and Naughty Gnomes.
Love you.
Do what you do.
My best friend in the world.
You know what?
This is my man, my best friend in the world, but
Erica hasn't had
I'm
a
going
bad
for
game
Erica.
yet.
Yeah, she's got a hell of a
She
team.
just hasn't had a bad game. Maybe Kansas City will take Brady's knee out again. I mean,
That's just wrong.
it is.
That is wrong.
But it gives you the win.
I'll take my Pats going over, but
So, yeah, I'm going to have to take
I need 2 of the next 3.
The only thing I
If I
can
can
hope
scoot
for
this
is
one out, you will never live this down. That being said, going into next week, this being the segue, the Burn plays the Barflies. Hooah. Gordo.
nice knowing you.
Now we're back into our own divisions. And then you have Gordomania playing the Gnomes. We have Show Me Those TDs playing Annihilators.
Yeah.
We've got 2 Pump Chumps and Road Rash. Really? You need that much of a walk to get into the playoffs? Come on, Checkbook Mike.
He's got to get
Make
past
us
me this
ready. Do
week.
something. Hey, you want Aaron Foster?
No, I do.
Total Chaos. Oh, speaking of Total Chaos, you played DK Comics.
again. My first loss of the season. Your boy's first win. Week 1.
Road Rash plays the Pumps. Oh, we did cover that already. Moving back. ELC and myself. And actually, that's huge because if ELC can take a loss to Devin, and
That'd be great.
I have a shot at you can actually go from first to worst. What I miss? Gnomes plays Gordo.
No, you got it all.
I got covered all that.
Yep.
So
we're back in our own divisions.
Back in our own divisions. Creeping into the holiday matchup. Wrote a couple notes down here. What we got? Does Castle hurt Dwayne Bowe? Kind of talked about that a little bit already.
Yeah, we got that.
What about Vic with a couple broken ribs?
Dude, if Romo can do it with 1, he can do it with 2.
No, it can't.
Yeah, he can.
He's running and gets hit one time. He's out of the game.
He better not run.
If he gets taken out of the game, you're looking at John. What is this guy's name? Splatzer. I don't know whose backup is, but it's not good. And it definitely diminishes D-Jack, but I mean that only affects Mike.
Yeah.
It only puts more emphasis on Deshaun Jackson. Oh, sorry, Deshaun Jackson. LaShawn McCoy.
He's doing ad jobs over here already.
All right, let me ask you this real fast. Worst 7-3 teams. Right now, we're looking at the Burn, 2 Pump Chums, Emerald City Lanterns, and Gordomania. Worst 7-3 teams. Give me one.
ECL, East Coast Lanterns. They started strong and just went
I
downhill.
say Brandon, Pump Jump.
I'd like to just give you just because it's you, but I gotta go with ELC too. Give me your worst 2-8 teams. Give me your best 2-8 teams. You're looking at Total Chaos, Show Me Those TDs, DK Comics, and Road Rash.
Honestly, I will say DK Comics is just his players haven't performed. He started out the season pretty good, and it just took a nosedive from there. I think overall, number-wise, paper-wise, if you looked at it, most people would agree with that Devin has a better team. They're just not performing.
I'd say
No offense. I'm sorry. I love you.
No, that was
and be honest with you, I'd agree with you
don't see it.
on paper from Jump Street, but at this point right now, the way Baltimore's playing, and it all comes down to Baltimore, I have to give it to Chaos. I think they're a little more. Romo's stepping up a little bit. He also picked up
The problem
he
Romo
picked
is
the
stepping
wide
up.
receiver
Yes.
that he picked the wide receiver that actually
Robinson.
he picked up. Excuse me. He picked up and adjusted where Devin didn't, which is why I have to give it to him right now. On paper, right from Jump Street at a 2-8 team, I'll give it to Devin.
Romo is stepping up. Yes. The problem is the coach has not played Romo on the right weeks, because the last couple times Romo has performed, he's on his bench.
Yeah. Who you telling?
So, like
I've benched Romo twice this year, and it was at worthy matchups too. Times he shouldn't have been putting up those numbers, and
Denver plays the Jets this week, and Darrelle Revis, it says, I think the Denver team is boring at this point. He has has no respect for Tim Tebow or for the wide receiving core. Although his coach has come out and given him props for it. Your thoughts over under Jets at, let's give them 15 points over Denver. I think it's a Monday night game, isn't it? Monday?
I do believe so.
So either late Sunday or Monday night game. No, Monday night is Patriots.
Patriots.
Moving on, late Sunday game.
If Revis is filling that board, I don't think he's going to step up his game, which is actually going to turn around and bite him. Tebow has the ability. He's proven it in the past that you give him a shot at the end zone. And
so you say Eric Decker gets a touchdown off of Darrelle Revis Island?
I think he would.
I'll take it too. I can't say Jets anyway. How about you? Revis shuts down the. Tim Tebow threw eight. We'll give you that.
He's seeing double.
He threw 8 passes last week.
For 68
connected for
yards.
2. And it was on one play.
Yeah.
To my wide receiver.
58 of it
to
was
Eric
on
Decker.
one play. Yeah.
So he doesn't have a whole lot of people to cover. They put Revis Island on Decker, and it's pretty much done.
And the first time,
No Sean Marino's toast. Their other running back's toast. I mean, literally Tim Tebow is running like a regular madman back there.
I'll agree with them.
It's sorry.
Unanimous.
I mean, 2-8. I mean, it's a nightmare.
We should go pro with this.
With all the Tebow love and the fact that they went, and this is our segue into this one, the fact that he went 2-8 last week, and as much as everyone loves him fantasy wise and him as a person, and so on and so forth. That being said, yeah, for 25% for I mean, he's been a nightmare for as far as like an actual quarterback. Fantasy wise, he still put up double digits, sometimes 20 points. But how long do you keep him in the lineup? Can he be the starting quarterback next year if they don't pick up some substantial wide receivers?
It almost turns into a Romo situation where he's got to learn to lead that team and make some wide receivers out of.
I think Tebow has the. I think
Romo
has.
Sorry.
I think Tebow could actually, if he steps up and stops being a kid and stops worrying about how much he loves Jesus and how. No offense.
no offense to Jesus.
No offense to anybody but Jesus, but
don't strike us dead.
He needs to play football. He needs to know. He needs to realize that he needs to be a leader of that team. And right now, he's not.
I think
he's just a highlight.
See, that's why I disagree with you. I think he actually is. I don't think he's got the skills to get the freaking balls to the players. I don't think he's got the players to get the balls too. To get Eric Decker was his only his balls. He said balls.
Get the balls too. I'm going to run into 20 minutes.
Okay, we'll shut it down. But I think he's kind of like Doug Flutie. Well, he'll do anything to make the play happen and do something successful for that team. He just doesn't have. He has no running backs. He's got no defensive line or offensive line to protect him. He's got no wide receivers to speak of except for Eric Decker, who's essentially a nobody up to this point.
Yep.
You give him the same wide receivers that Calvin Johnson's throwing to, or Matt Stafford throwing to, or Tom Brady, or Aaron Rodgers. It's a whole different animal. He doesn't have to be that scrambling person, and he's still putting up those points. But it depends on who they draft and how they get somebody in there to help him. Otherwise, they're going to burn him out. Felix Jones, AJ Green. Felix Jones comes back. Does he? How many carries?
He's
does he
coming
get?
back as number 2.
Well, he's going to come back as number 2. I'll give you that. But how many carries?
I say he gets a quarter of the carries.
Who are we talking about?
Between a
Felix
quarter and a
Jones comes
half.
back after all the production that Dexter McCluster, DeMarco Murray
Yeah.
has gotten. How many carries? How do they split them?
Well,
50-50?
let's say
11 carries at most.
yeah, it'd be like 30-10.
I'll
They
take-
did 40 carries.
I'll take the under. I'll say DeMarco Murray gets 15 carries and
That'd be the over then.
no,
I said
no.
11.
Yeah, well, I'm not done yet.
Oh.
DeMarco Murray gets 15 carries and Felix Jones gets less than 8.
Oh,
Book it?
No, I'm booking it. Crazy.
That ain't even worth the $2 on book bets.
I'd say he gets less than 6. So Felix Jones gets less than 6 when he comes
He'll
back.
touch that ball
I'll take
more than
over
6
6.
times.
I'll take over
Take
6.
the over?
Yeah,
I'll take the
over
under.
6. All right.
Book it.
All right.
All right.
Hey guys, it was good seeing you. Happy Thanksgiving. We'll probably hit you up before then. Hopefully you guys get this or we get this.
Somebody's going to get it.
Yeah, something good. Love
See you
you
soon.